There is a photograph of you. It is not framed on a wall, nor is it sitting in a dusty album. Right now, at this very second, that photograph is being held by trembling hands. Someone is looking at your face, paralyzed by a regret so deep it feels like a physical weight on their chest. You have felt this, haven't you? Over the last few days, you have felt a sudden wave of sadness that doesn't belong to you. A heaviness in the air, a disruption in your sleep around 3 or 4 in the morning. You are not imagining it. The universe is signaling a massive shift. The silence that has existed between you and a specific person from your past is about to be shattered. But there is a darker reason why they stayed away. A hidden influence that is finally being exposed. We often call this archetype the witch, not necessarily a person with a cauldron, but a person of manipulation. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. A third party who whispered poison, who cast a veil of confusion over the connection that was meant for you. That veil is ripping apart today. Jesus revealed means the truth can no longer be hidden. The person with your photo is at the door of a major decision, and the knock you are about to hear, whether literal or metaphorical, will change the trajectory of your life. Before I reveal exactly who this person is and the shocking confession they are preparing to make, I need you to take a deep breath. Ground yourself. The energy of this message is intense because it deals with justice. If you have been the victim of lies, if you were painted as the villain in a story where you gave nothing but love, this is your moment of vindication. But you must be ready to receive it. If you believe that truth always prevails, go ahead and like this video right now. It's a small gesture, but in the world of energy, it signals that you are open to receiving the clarity you have prayed for. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel, because the signs we are discussing today are escalating, and you do not want to navigate this storm without guidance. Let's talk about the photo. Why is this detail so specific? In the realm of psychology and spiritual connection, a photograph is a portal. It is a frozen moment of time that holds the energy of the bond you once shared. This person, the one who walked away, the one who ghosted you or chose someone else, has pulled this photo out of the shadows. For a long time, they couldn't look at you. Looking at you reminded them of their failure. It reminded them of the choice they made based on ego and the manipulation of others. But now, they cannot look away. They are zooming in on your eyes, remembering the peace they felt when they were near you. This is happening because the spell is breaking. You see, when we talk about a witch in the context of spiritual warfare and relationship dynamics, we are talking about a specific energy of control. This could be a jealous mother-in-law, a deceptive friend, or most commonly, a karmic partner they chose over you. This third party used chaos to keep you apart. They fed this person lies about who you are. They created scenarios to make you look unstable or demanding, and for a while it worked. The person you love was blindfolded. But here is the spiritual law they forgot. Nothing built on a foundation of lies can stand forever. As it is written, everything done in the dark will be brought to the light. Currently, the dynamic in that third-party situation has turned toxic. The sweetness has turned to bitterness. The person who left you is realizing that the grass was not greener, it was artificial turf. They are sitting in a house that feels cold, looking at your photo, realizing that you were the home they were looking for all along. This realization is creating a quantum pull. In physics, we know that entangled particles affect each other instantly, regardless of distance. This is why you feel them. You might be driving, washing dishes, or working, and suddenly their name pops into your head with an intensity that stops you in your tracks. That is not you obsessing. That is them screaming for you in the silence of their soul. I'm going to share 3 specific signs that this person is about to break their silence. And the third one is the most critical because it involves a direct confrontation with the witch figure. But first, we need to address the internal war they are fighting. Why haven't they called yet? If they are looking at the photo, if they are crying, if they regret it, why is the phone silent? The answer is shame. Shame is a powerful silencer. They are terrified that you have moved on. They are terrified that if they come back, you will reject them, and they know they would deserve it. They are rehearsing the text message over and over again. They type, "I miss you," and then they delete it. They type, "I was wrong," and then they delete it. They are hovering over the send button right now. This is where you come in. You don't need to call them. You don't need to chase. In fact, chasing right now would ruin the process. You need to stand firm in your high value. The universe is rebalancing the scales. You were the one who was discarded, misunderstood, or undervalued. For the restoration to be genuine, they must come to you. They must cross the bridge of their own pride. Your job is to prepare your heart and your boundaries. Now listen closely to the signs that this return is imminent. The first sign is the collapse of their current structures. You might hear through mutual friends or see on social media that their life seems to be unraveling. They might be losing a job, moving houses, or looking physically drained. This is not bad luck. This is the tower moment. The universe is stripping away the distractions so they have no choice but to face the truth. They tried to fill the void of you with work, with parties, with other people, but the void is expanding. The photo they are holding is the only thing that brings them a sense of reality. The second sign is the telepathic knock. Have you heard a phantom knock at your door recently? Or perhaps the doorbell rang and no one was there? Or maybe you hear your name being called when you are alone. In the spiritual traditions of the old world, this was known as the soul's arrival before the body. Their energy is visiting you. They are projecting themselves to your doorstep because they desperately want to be there physically. If you have experienced this, type, "I hear the call," in the comments. It is a powerful affirmation that you are tuned in to the frequency of this shift. The third sign, and this is the one that involves the witch, is the exposure of the manipulator. The person who poisoned their mind against you is about to slip up. They are going to overplay their hand. They will show their true colors, perhaps through a fit of narcissistic rage, a court lie, or a financial betrayal. The person holding your photo is going to see this third party for who they truly are for the first time. The illusion is shattering. It will be a moment of absolute horror for them, realizing they traded a diamond for a stone. This revelation is painful, but it is necessary. It is the catalyst that pushes them out the door and back toward you. But here is the danger. When they return, they will be broken. They will be carrying the weight of their mistakes and the trauma of that toxic relationship. You must ask yourself, are you ready to receive them? Not the version of them that left, but the version that is returning, humbled, sorry, but also wounded. This is where your spiritual maturity is tested. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It means understanding that people are flawed and that sometimes a person has to lose you to realize you were the only thing that mattered. However, I must warn you, the witch energy will not give up easily. As this person tries to leave that influence, there will be attempts to pull them back, guilt trips, threats, sudden emergencies designed to keep them tethered. This is why you feel anxiety. You are sensing the spiritual battle taking place over this person's soul. They are fighting to get back to you, fighting through the brambles of their own bad choices. You need to be the lighthouse, not the storm. Stay steady. Keep your vibration high. Do not check their social media. Do not ask around about them. Trust that the photo in their hand is doing the work. It is acting as a homing beacon. Let's go deeper into the psychology of the photo. Why does an image hold such power? When we look at a photo of someone we loved and lost due to our own stupidity, the brain activates the pain centers, the same areas that light up during physical injury. They are in pain, real physical pain. They are looking at your smile in that picture, a smile they likely extinguished, and they are wishing they could go back to that moment. They are bargaining with God. If I can just have one more chance, I will do it right this time. This is the prayer they are whispering, and God, in His infinite mercy and justice, is listening. The concept of Jesus revealed in this context is about the revelation of the heart. It is about the mask coming off. For a long time, this person wore a mask of indifference. They pretended they didn't care. They pretended they were fine without you. That was a lie. The witch, the energy of deception, helped them keep that mask on. But the mask has cracked. The face beneath it is tear-stained and weary. They are tired of running. They are tired of pretending. You might be asking, how soon will this happen? Time in the spiritual realm is not linear, but the signs indicate a rapid convergence. The pressure is building. It is like a dam about to burst. The text message, the call, the knock on the door. It could happen within the next 3 days or by the next full moon, but it is inevitable. The momentum is too strong to be stopped. What should you do when they arrive? This is crucial. Do not open the door wide immediately. Let them speak. Let them confess. They need to confess. It is part of their redemption. If you interrupt them, if you say, "It's okay," too quickly, you rob them of the lesson. Let them tell you about the photo. Let them tell you about the regret. Let them tell you about the witch and how they finally saw the truth. Listen with your heart, but keep your boundaries intact. Ask them, what has changed? Why now? Their answer will tell you if this is a temporary return or a permanent alignment. There is a specific phrase they are likely to use. They might say, "I realize no one else is you." This sounds simple, but it is profound. It means they have searched the world, they have tested other waters, and they have found them lacking. You are the standard. You always were. I want to take a moment to pray over this situation for you. If you are comfortable, close your eyes for a second. We ask for clarity. We ask that any veil of deception be lifted from the eyes of the one who is meant to be in your life. We break every chain of manipulation, every word spoken against this connection, and every interference from third parties. We declare that truth is rising to the surface. We ask for peace for your heart while you wait. We ask that the person holding your photo finds the courage to step out of the shadows and into the light of accountability. If you receive this prayer, type Amen in the comments. Let this be a seal on your desire for truth. Now, I have to tell you something that might be difficult to hear. Sometimes the witch is not a person. Sometimes the witch is their own addiction, their own fear of intimacy, their own unhealed trauma. In this case, the battle is internal. They are fighting the darker parts of themselves. The photo of you represents the light. It represents a life of health, stability, and genuine love. Things they have felt unworthy of. Their return to you is also a return to themselves. It's an act of self-love to choose the person who actually loves them. So have compassion, but do not be a savior. You cannot save them. You can only love them. They must save themselves by walking the path back to your door. As we approach the climax of this narrative, remember that you are the prize. You are not the option. The fact that they kept the photo proves this. People throw away trash. They keep treasures. You are the treasure they buried because they were afraid of its value. Now they are digging it up. The universe is orchestrating a meeting. It might be accidental. You might run into them at a coffee shop or a grocery store. Or it might be intentional, a letter, a long email, an unexpected visit. However it happens, you will feel the electricity. You will see the change in their eyes. The arrogance will be gone. In its place, you will see a vulnerability that scares you a little. Embrace it. This is the raw material of a new beginning. Before I go, I have a challenge for you. For the next 24 hours, I want you to act as if they have already returned. I want you to walk with the confidence of someone who is chosen, loved, and vindicated. Do not check your phone with anxiety. Check it with expectation. Clean your house as if you are expecting a guest. Dress in a way that makes you feel powerful. This acts as a magnet. It speeds up the timeline. The universe responds to your vibration, not just your wants. If you vibrate at the frequency of waiting, you will keep waiting. If you vibrate at the frequency of received, you will receive. This story, your story, is not over. The chapter where you were left behind is closed. The page has turned. The new chapter is titled The Return. The ink is wet. The pen is in their hand, but you hold the book. Never forget that. You hold the book. If this message resonated with your spirit, it was not an accident. The algorithm didn't bring you here. Your intuition did. You are aligning with a timeline where justice is served. Make sure you claim this energy. Like the video, share it with someone who might be going through a similar struggle. You never know whose life you might save with a message of hope. And subscribe, because the next update on this energy shift is going to be even more direct. Something big is coming. The photo is in their hand. The witch is exposed. The door is about to open. Are you ready? Focus on your breathing now. Inhale confidence. Exhale doubt. Inhale love. Exhale fear. The waiting is almost over. The truth is here. Stay blessed, stay high vibrational, and remember, what is meant for you will never miss you. It is simply taking the long road home to ensure it is ready to stay. I will see you in the next video. However, there is a secret aspect to this return that most spiritual teachers are afraid to discuss because it involves the darker side of human psychology and energy manipulation. I need to share this with you now because without this piece of the puzzle, their return might actually backfire. If you are still here, it means you are ready for the advanced level of this wisdom. You are ready to understand not just that they are coming back, but how to handle the energy when it hits you like a freight train. The witch in this scenario, whether it is a person, a habit, or a mindset, is currently going through what we call a karmic collapse. You need to understand the physics of this so you don't interfere. When someone builds a foundation on manipulation, lies, or a rebound energy to avoid healing, that foundation is structurally unsound. For a while, it looks like a castle. From the outside, via social media or mutual friends, it might look like they are happy. It might look like they moved on effortlessly while you were left picking up the pieces. This is the illusion. This is the glamour spell of the witch. But in the world of energy, you cannot cheat gravity. Right now, cracks are forming in that foundation. The person holding your photo is starting to realize that the witch drains them while you sustained them. This is a crucial distinction. The third party demands their energy, demands their attention, and requires them to perform a role. With you, they could just be. They are exhausting themselves trying to keep up the facade, and in the quiet moments, when they are driving alone or staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., the exhaustion takes over. That is when your image floats to the surface, not as a demand, but as a relief. You have become their mental sanctuary. I want to explain the 3 specific stages of this karmic collapse, so you can recognize the signs when they start appearing in your reality. Do not ignore these. Stage 1 is the comparison. This is happening right now. Every time the third party speaks, your person hears your voice. If the third party complains, they remember your patience. If the third party is chaotic, they remember your peace. If the third party is shallow, they remember your depth. The photo they kept is the anchor for this comparison. It serves as the control group in the experiment of their life. They are realizing that the grass was not greener on the other side. It was just painted artificial turf. They are beginning to miss the soil, the roots, the reality of you. Stage 2 is the tower moment. This is a concept from tarot, but it is a psychological reality. This is when an external event forces the truth to come out. It could be a fight, a financial loss, or a revelation of a lie told by the third party. This event shatters the illusion. The witch is exposed. The mask falls off. This is often painful for them, and you might feel a sudden wave of sadness or anxiety out of nowhere. You might be having a great day and suddenly feel a heavy weight in your chest. Do not panic. This is not your pain. This is you feeling the shockwave of their tower moment via the energetic cord that still connects you. When this happens, do not reach out. I repeat, do not reach out. If you intervene now, you save them from the lesson they need to learn to be ready for you. Let the tower fall. Let the dust settle. Stage 3 is the void. After the collapse, they will be alone, even if they are still technically in the relationship. They will feel a profound sense of emptiness. This is the vacuum that nature abhors. This is where the magnetic pull towards you becomes irresistible. They will try to fill this void with distractions, work, alcohol, scrolling endlessly, but nothing will fit. The only shape that fits that void is you. This is when the photo becomes dangerous to them. It becomes a mirror showing them what they threw away. This leads to the action phase. Now I need to address a very specific fear that I know is lurking in the back of your mind. I can feel it in the collective field right now. You're asking, but what if too much time has passed? What if they have forgotten the feeling? Let me tell you something about emotional memory. It does not decay like factual memory. People forget dates, names, and details. They do not forget how you made them feel. That imprint is eternal. In fact, time works in your favor here. The bad memories, the arguments, the misunderstandings, those fade first. They are surface-level noise. The deep emotional safety you provided, that is the signal. Over time, the noise dies down and the signal becomes louder. Absence does not create forgetfulness. It creates mythology. You are becoming a legend in their mind. You are becoming the one that got away. And human beings are obsessed with reclaiming what they think they lost. There is a scientific concept called euphonious recall. It means that as time passes, the brain tends to edit out the negative and highlight the positive of a past connection, especially one that was soulful. They are currently rewriting history in your favor. The universe is practically doing your PR work for you. But here is the twist. You have a role to play in this that requires active participation, not just passive waiting. You must become the unmovable object. Imagine a lighthouse. The lighthouse does not run around the island looking for boats. It stands firm. It shines its light. The boats navigate towards it because it is stable. If the lighthouse started running into the waves, it would drown. You have been running into the waves. You have been checking their social media, asking friends about them, checking your phone every 5 minutes. This is chasing energy. Chasing energy repels. It screams lack. It screams, I am not whole without you. To trigger this return, you must flip the script. You must become so solid in your own life that their absence is no longer a tragedy, but a vacancy. A vacancy that you are selective about filling. When you truly let go of the need for them to return, that is the exact moment they will knock on your door. It is the cosmic paradox. As long as you are gripping the rope, there is tension. When you drop the rope, they fall back towards you. I want to give you a practical psychological trigger to use during this period. It is called the pattern interrupt. Up until now, you have probably been predictable. If they texted, you replied instantly. If they posted, you watched. They know your pattern. They rely on your predictability to feed their ego. They think, I can always go back. They are waiting. You need to break this pattern. For the next 7 days, I want you to disappear energetically. I don't mean block them. That is a reaction, and reactions show you care. I mean become indifferent. If they watch your stories, do not look back at theirs. If they send a crumb text, something vague like hey or a meme, do not reply immediately. Wait 24 hours. Or do not reply at all if it doesn't warrant a response. This silence is loud. It screams value. It makes them panic. It makes them wonder, did I wait too long? Have they moved on? Is there someone else? This uncertainty is the soil in which their desire will grow. Desire needs space. Give them the space to miss you. Give them the gift of your absence. Let's go deeper into the witch energy, the obstacle. Often we demonize the third party. We project all our anger onto them. But spiritually, the third party is a teacher. They are showing your person everything they don't want, so they can be sure about what they do want. Without this contrast, your person might never have appreciated you fully. If they had stayed with you without experiencing the witch, they might have taken you for granted forever. They needed to taste the bitter to recognize the sweet. So, in a strange, twisted way, you should thank the interference. It is doing the heavy lifting of convincing your person that you are the only option. Send gratitude to the situation, not because you like it, but because it is serving you. This transmutes the energy from jealousy, which is low vibration and blocks you, to alchemy, which is high vibration and attracts. I see a specific scenario unfolding for many of you. There is a date coming up, an anniversary, a birthday, or a holiday. The energy around this date is thick with nostalgia. Your person is dreading this date because they know they will not be spending it with you. They are terrified that you will be spending it with someone else. This fear is a powerful motivator. Expect movement around significant dates. But here is the warning. When they reach out, it might not be the grand apology you want yet. It might be tentative. It might be testing the waters. They might say, I found something of yours, or I was just thinking about you. Do not vomit your feelings all over them in that moment. Do not say, I've been waiting, I love you, come back. No, you are the queen or king on the throne. You simply nod. You say, that's nice to hear. I hope you're well. You keep it brief. You keep it light. You force them to step up. If they want to enter your castle, they need to cross the drawbridge properly. They don't get to sneak in the side door anymore. Let's talk about the symptoms you are experiencing physically right now, because your body is an antenna. Are you waking up between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m.? This is the witching hour, but in a spiritual context, it is when the veil is thinnest. If you wake up suddenly at this time without an alarm, it is often because they are thinking of you intensely, or they are dreaming of you. The telepathic cord is jerking you awake. Are you feeling sudden fatigue in the middle of the day? That is you processing their emotional heaviness. Are you hearing high-pitched ringing in your left ear? That is a download of information regarding this connection. When these symptoms happen, acknowledge them, but do not drown in them. Say, I received this message and I send it back with love and release. Do not let their confusion become your confusion. You must stay in the eye of the storm, calm, while the chaos spins around you. I want to share a secret about the photo they are holding. In the world of metaphysics, objects absorb energy. That photo was taken at a time when you loved them. When you looked at the camera, you were radiating love. That energy is trapped in the image. Every time they look at it, they are getting hit with a photon beam of your love frequency. It is literally healing them. even if they are resisting it. It is acting like a slow-release medicine. They might try to hide the photo, put it in a drawer, or delete it from their main gallery, but they can't delete the imprint, and usually, if they delete it, they recover it from the recently deleted folder in a moment of weakness. They are fighting a losing battle against their own heart. Now I want to challenge you on a deeper level. Are you addicted to the pain of missing them? Be honest. Sometimes we identify so much with the victim of the story, the one who was left, the one who was wronged, that we don't know who we are without that pain. If they came back today, fully healed, would you be ready? Or are you holding on to resentment? If you are holding a grudge, you are blocking the door. You cannot invite someone in while holding a shotgun. You have to put the weapon down. Forgiveness does not mean what they did was okay. It means you are no longer willing to carry the poison of the past. You have to clear the space. Imagine your heart. Attention. You need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.